Hello pilots, on my next building video. So let's say today is not gonna be like a real build, but it's gonna be a refreshing build. We're gonna refreshing my old AOS Falcon 7. I do not fly in this build for quite long, for about a year and a half or so. It just stays with ESC on. That's what we've got. We've got ESC Hobbywing 60 amp. We have Tmotor F90 1300 kV, and yeah, we're gonna add new TPU because that was on gray one, so it's quite bored quad. I do move before my VTX for my 10-inch drone, but I'm already mounted to my 10-inch 03 air unit, so I decided to buy new FC. We've got FC from the Iflight ATF 435. It have barometer on board. It have, to be honest, everything what we need for the long range build. We have GPS pads and everything on board, so we're gonna try and it's quite on low price. It's not quite expensive, so I pay for this FC 30 quid British pounds, so it's quite cheap to compare for others. But yeah, we'll see how it's gonna perform. But what I wanna show you guys is quite interested, because I'm flying on my long range builds still on Crossfire diversity. But since I changed my radio, I changed for Radiomaster GX12, and it have on board Gemini Express ELRS. It have two Express ELRS. It have 2.4 gigahertz and 900 megahertz. That is quite interested, because I never flown yet Express ELRS on long range build. And now what we've got here, we have receiver from the Radiomaster as well, and this is quite interesting to me. Maybe you guys know better, maybe you guys more familiar with it, but for me is new experience. Is Xrossband. This is guys Xrossband. If you don't know, so I can say you right now, this is Xrossband, and it's going on 4 antennas. So as we can see here, we have one antenna on 2.4 gigahertz. The second antenna here is 900 megahertz, and same here, 2.4 gigahertz, 900 megahertz. And we're gonna put, this is gonna be quite interesting, we're gonna mount 2 antennas 2.4 gigahertz on the arms, and we're gonna use it as for the long range for 900 megahertz. We're gonna use it TBS Crossfire from TrueRC. Barpol is gonna be on rear. That's gonna be fine. I don't know if gonna be fine. We're gonna test it, but yeah, this is gonna be on rear. And yeah, on front one as well from TBS, we're gonna mount classic Immortal T antenna. And yeah, and we're gonna put this on test. We're gonna fly some long range stuff, and we'll see if that is worth it. So yeah, pilots, first thing first, we're gonna desolder our motors, because I wanna make some freshness for this quad. So I wanna put new wire covers, new wire sleeves. the white, silver white. It's gonna be looks pretty nice with purple TPU. I'm sure with that. So now we're gonna find out how it's gonna desolder, because here we have conformal coding on our wire joints, solder joints. We have, as you can see, we have conformal coding. But I think it's gonna be not really problem with this. So let's try it. Okay. Yeah, because of the conformal coding, it's going a little bit harder, but definitely is worth it to do it to make quad looking better. That was my very first long range quad, and it have about 3 years already, so it's the time to make some refreshing.
Is what a life without some love is not a life. Is I gotta do the best I can with what I got. So I'm just gonna call you now and tell you how I feel. Maybe I'll get lucky somehow, and you'll come out tonight and let your wildest side consume ya. Come out tonight and baby, I just like to do ya. Come out tonight. Let go of the things you call responsibilities. I know you're an animal just waiting to be free. So I'm just gonna call you now and tell you how I feel. Maybe I'll get lucky somehow.
Alright, as you can see guys, the wire sleeves already is on. For me, this drone already looks much better than before. I really like it when it's something more visible, more contrast on the drone, and no bored, just the gray and black. That was bored drone definitely before, and gonna be looks much better. Now we need to solder up our motors. I just hoping which way I gonna solder, but I believe it's gonna be the same way as was before. So yeah, let me prepare and I will show you my solder joints.
Yeah, with what I got. So I'm just gonna call you now and tell you how I feel. Maybe I'll get lucky somehow, and you'll come out tonight and let your wildest side consume ya. Come out tonight and baby, I just like to do ya. Come out tonight. Let go of the things you call responsibilities. I know you're an animal just waiting to be free. So I'm just gonna call you now and tell you how I feel. Maybe I'll get lucky somehow, and you'll come out tonight and let your wildest side consume ya. Come out tonight and baby, I just like to do ya. Come out tonight. Just say you wanna, just say you wanna, come
attached new wire sleeves. They looks pretty awesome, much better than previous one, the black ones. Already solder up motors on other way to be more flat. So I just go like the S. The front motors is just mounted from sides, and back the rear motors I solder like from the rear, from inside. And now I am attached already SMA connectors to new print TPU, so we can going through with this and mount on rear. This is ready, and also now we can go forward and mount it new VTX cage, because as I'm saying before, we're going on old school. This is gonna be good enough for the long range or mid range cruising. I'm using the goggles too, so they are compatible with old air unit. It's no point to sell it, no point to throw away to the bin, so I just gonna use it. It's already conformal coded the camera, so now we're going forward with our camera and our VTX cage, and then we're gonna add our TPU and GPS mount. So let's go to it. And now guys, when we put the screws in our TPU, now is the perfect time to put in our VTX before we screw in to the frame, because I show you why. Here is nice provider for wires. As you can see, we can just provide wires just here, see, and now we can mount it, we can attach to the frame, and we have nice and clean provide our VTX wire up to the front. As you can see, this is very nice touch with this print, and it looks very clean after that your build. So highly recommended to do the same way. And now we can provide our camera underneath like so. Just this way, and yeah, and now we have ready connector our VTX to our FC, and also the camera is ready for attached to the TPU. Alright guys, as you can see, I forget it also about the TPU mount underneath of the frame, because here is going our receiver. can see. I think we're gonna just fit. I believe we can fit this. We need to double check if we can fit our receiver underneath. But this will be nice. So as you can see, here we have no much space because it's quite wide. I gonna just manually just make with my solder iron, or even we can cut with the scissors just a little bit of TPU to make it fit. Even this one we don't gonna use. And other side as well. Yeah guys, if you're going with normal classic receiver like Express ELRS or even Crossfire Diversity, because before I'm using the Crossfire Diversity is more slim than this one, and it fits perfectly in this TPU. But now we want to go with new generation of Express ELRS Xrossband Gemini, and it's not fit very well. But anyway, it's nearly done. We need only just couple of millimeters, so just let me fix it and I'm gonna back to you. So guys, in the next step it's good to find our wiring. Our wiring for our VTX is really easy because here we've got plug and play. So here is the plug for VTX. As we can see, we've got 9 volts, ground, TX and RX. So, and here we go. Here we go with our VTX. Nice and easy, yeah? But if you gonna build on the same ESC, the Hobbywing 60 amp is a totally different way. As we can see, the motors on our FC from Iflight, we have on last wires, but pinout on Hobbywing, on Hobbywing we have totally different way, like that. So on the wiring from Iflight, here is the motors, and the motors on Hobbywing we have here. So we need to swap all of the wires in our plug. This is quite important to don't mess up. So if you're going with Hobbywing and Iflight, you need to swap all of the pins. It's pretty easy to do. You just need to get nice lights, and as you can see, I just gonna hold it, our locked, and just pull back the wire, yeah? And now it's much better to find the fresh plug. We need to double check it because the pins on the Hobbywing we have on top, and the pins needs to be on top here as well, so it's that way. So that means the very last motor is from this side, is from this corner. So when we take it out, we need to swap it just like that, and here we have the last motor. So we're just gonna swap just like so our motor, and so easy. But we need to watching the next motors and next wires, and yeah, just follow the steps, follow the diagram. You have diagram here on the FC, and you have diagram here on ESC, on Hobbywing. So just follow these numbers and you will be fine. So guys, now when we got our wiring ready, just make sure it's ready. We can just connect it. Now we've got on good side our motors, so we can just connect it just like that. Just make sure the Hobbywing is pretty good stuff, but if you decided to go with ESC and plug in with other brands of FC, you are good to go. But if you plan go with FC to other ESCs, there is a problem. There you can't connect it to any other ESCs. So the Hobbywing FC is only good to go with Hobbywing ESC. That's what is the problem with Hobbywing. But rest of them, the Hobbywing is pretty good stuff. It's pretty solid electronics. And so just go through our FC, and yeah, now we can connect it our VTX just here. I believe so, it's here with 9 volts. So 9 volts we have on this side. So always remember, this side is 9 volts for our VTX. Just we can squeeze it more, roll it up our wire from VTX. VTX can go on place. And yeah, just plug it in. Just like that. Very clean. Now we can mount it up our camera. Let me find the screws. So yeah, I just find it some very tiny screws. Just grab one, and here in TPU mount, there we've got very tiny hole. So we're just gonna screw it in. So yeah, we have already pre-installed our FC, connected with our ESC. Looking pretty good, everything pretty solid. Yeah. And now is quite important thing. We need to provide our immortality first. So always remember to go with long immortality, extended one, because we're going from the front. We just go up from the front I'm gonna show you in a second. And here on the bottom, you can see you have nice hole on our, especially for our immortality wire. In my case, from this side, I'm gonna provide up here, as you can see, up here, and now underneath of our stack, just like so. You see, underneath the stack. And then here we've got the holes. See? So we're gonna just provide our immortality antenna straight to this hole. Just like that. And now when we just make it upside down, you can see we have nice provide our antenna from immortality from front up to the bottom, and here we're gonna mount our receiver. Is good idea, right? I'm really happy with this frame. So at the moment we can provide also our rear TPU with GPS and two antennas 2.4 gigahertz. Also we have the bar pole. Here I just make it with hot piece. I just make it bigger hole because this hole is quite tiny when I print it, and from the bar pole connector before is don't wanna fit it. So now we can fit our bar pole connector, as you can see. Yeah, and our antenna is going through to the TPU. So yeah, that we've got ready. So now is the time, guys, to add some solder on our pads on the Xrossband ELRS receiver Gemini. So here we've got negative, here we've got 5 volts, here is TX, and here is RX. Just like so, pretty easy. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is ready, and I'm gonna show you I just cut off just a little bit of TPU, the corners, here corner here, and corners here. And our receiver is just barely fit in our TPU. You see? Nice. And at the moment is quite harder time to fit everything, because we need to attach at the moment already antennas and solder up to our FC. So, and this is most harder time, in my opinion, in this build. So first of all, we're gonna provide it our receiver on these holes, exactly the same as we done with our Immortality antenna. Just we need to going up from the bottom. Just make sure you're gonna make upside down, and here we've got the holes, and we're gonna use it this hole, just like so. Just remember which colors we're using for each part. So we have black one, of course, we have ground, red 5 volts, TX is yellow, and RX is blue. And here we can cut just like that, because it's too long. I hope just like that, to make sure squeeze it as well. So yeah, this will be fine, absolutely. And we're gonna prepare the wires to the soldering. So now we're gonna attach some solder on our FC. We're gonna make it quicker. So 5 volts. Ground. RX. And TX. And we need to remember we've got on UART 3 we're gonna have our receiver on UART 3. So 5 volts. Okay. Yellow to the RX. And yeah, it's ready. Receiver is ready solder. As you can see, really nice and solid, in my opinion, of course. And yeah, we have soldered up our receiver. And now is the time to attach our antennas. And this is quite mostly interested thing on this build today, because this is quite new to me. So I'm gonna show you just closer, just like that, and have a look. Also, I just wanna let you know, the Radiomaster, don't give it to the heat shrink with the set. So if you're going with the same frame and you wanna just cover it with anything, the heat shrink, I just find my somewhere the spare one where I've got. If you don't have, just make sure you're gonna order it the heatshrink, or maybe in your set the heatshrink will came, but in my set I don't have it any heatshrink. So the heatshrink is the thing, in my opinion, what we needed here. And now we're going with antennas. So the antennas I'm gonna show you closer. Now we have here 2.4 gigahertz. So, and we have our TPU, yes? That's right. So we're going forward with our TPU. Here we have some holes. We're gonna provide our 2.4 gigahertz from Express ELRS antenna. We provide here on site, just like that. It's even going to another side, but yeah, just like that. And now, but before we're gonna put the heatshrink on, just remember that if you wanna cover it properly, so put your heatshrink. And now you see how I provide our Express ELRS antenna, just straight to the hole. And from this hole, now we're gonna provide straight to the 2.4 gigahertz plug. Just like that. So we're going through already with second 2.4 gigahertz. It's exactly the same, straight to this hole. It's pretty awesome frame for this kind of build with the crossband. It's pretty good, trust me guys, you don't get disappointed. I highly recommended this frame. And now we have 2.4 gigahertz, this one here, and we're gonna plug it in as well. And now here what we provide before, our Immortality antenna is going up to 900 megahertz. Plug here. As you can see, we have, as I showed you before, we have connected already our antennas. So we're gonna just plug it into our VTX to make sure it's ready, just like that. A really long time I don't use it, the old school VTX. I'm really interested what you're gonna think about it. You still flying with them, or you already switching to 03, or maybe you on hype on 04 and you already switch your birds to the 04. Just let me know in the comments, or maybe you're still flying in these VTXs, because in my case I really don't mind it. I like flying also on Vistas as well. Now we have ready prepared, and we need to just screw it in. Need to grab some screws. We have the screws is already, so let me screw it in. And now it can be looks a little bit messy, but when you everything plugged and just screw in, it looks very clean. And it's so useful when the receiver is hiding in the frame on the bottom. It's really good idea. Alright, so we have plugged in our all antennas. This is quite interesting. I'm so excited, to be honest with it. So 2 antennas 2.4 GHz and 2 antennas 900 MHz. The ELRS Xrossband Gemini with TBS 900 MHz antennas. So we'll see how it's gonna work on our flight test. As you can see, guys, I already heat up our heat shrink. So as I'm saying before, just make sure you order your heat shrink if you want to protect it. And because in my case the Radiomaster don't give it to me in my set with the receiver. So now we have to provide this in our TPU. So guys, as you can see, I'm already provide the zip ties on the arms. Now what is important, I'm already close up our receiver in. So as you can see, I provide 2 antennas by the zip ties, 2.4 GHz on the bottom. It's quite nice, yeah? And here is rear bar pole, front one, Immortal T, provide underneath. And now we have to provide our GPS unit. So I'm already prepared almost the wiring, as you can see. So here we've got I'm gonna use Flywu Goku. This is the V3 version. And yeah, we have to provide here our GPS unit. Gonna make like here, just on the middle, just a little bit squeeze it. I'm already tied up my FC, but if you want to make your life easier, just please don't tie up your FC before you provide the wires, because now I'm lazy, I don't want to unscrew it, so I need to provide with the tweezers just in the middle plug underneath. So guys, we've done the next mistake. I mean the mistake about the GPS unit, the middle plug. So don't use the middle plug underneath, because there is no SDA and SCA. There is only RX, TX 5 volt and ground, and R21 and VO. So and the next one here is as well only 5 volt ground, RX and TX, and SDA and SCA we have here on the top. So we just gonna solder up our GPS unit on the top. So let's add some solder. As you can see, I never prepare in 100% on my builds, so you can learn on my mistakes. Yeah, is even better for you. So we're just gonna add some solder. Here we go with 5 volts. TX, our RX is yellow. Here we go. Nice and clean. I believe it's good enough. So yeah. And we have only missing the buzzer. So now is the time for the buzzer. Alright, pilots. As you can see, we're finished. I'm just mounted the buzzer, and I provided the wires just underneath of whole stack. I don't wanna make the wires on top to minimize the vibration, because when we're flying, the wires can just touching the flight controller, and every vibration is no good for gyro. So we provided underneath. I make the print for buzzer. 3D print is just 20 minutes print, so to looking the clean. And yeah, here is the final quad. Just let me know, guys, in the comments, what do you think about the Falcon 7? Do you like it, of this frame? As you can see, the Xrossband Gemini Express ELRS is mounted 2.4 GHz antennas, 900 MHz rear, 900 MHz front, and yeah. And now is the time to do the power test. So I just got it, my LiPo. We're gonna plug it in, and yeah, we'll see. Looks okay. Buzzer is working. As you can see, GPS is blinking. VTX is flashing, as you can see. Yeah, everything works. So let me put the top plate. Alright, buzzer is work, as you can hear when I take off the battery, and here I've got the bottom. Very nice. So I'm just gonna mount the top plate, tidy it up, everything, and yeah, I will go for configuration on the Iflight, set up my radio. As I say before, I'm using Radiomaster GX12, especially I buy the Xrossband Gemini to try with this radio. Maybe I just forget it about the crossfire, we'll see. And yeah guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate you are here, and I hope you will enjoy it. Maybe you decided after this video to go with the Falcon, because this frame, every single hole is make it for something, you know. Like here you can see the wires to the camera. Now I'm just printing the GoPro mount, and yeah, they are going everything underneath. Receiver, as you can see on the video, is on the bottom, so it looks nice and clean in my opinion. It's very solid. And yeah, let me put this together in one piece, and I see you guys in the flight test. Welcome everyone on maiden flight test. As you can see, we are on the location. So today we're just gonna make the maiden flight. We don't gonna make today crazy long range stuff because we need to check how it works. But let me know in the comments what do you think about this build, about this frame, because I'm really impressed. Even I have this frame already for about 3 years, but when I rebuild it once again, it's just pretty for me. I really like the design and the features what we've got on that frame is just awesome. So we're just gonna test it, the GPS, how fast getting the satellites. I'm gonna show you now my DVR, so you're gonna get the real time. How fast getting the Flywoo V3 M10 GPS. We'll see how it works because I never flown yet on this one. So yeah, we'll see. So yeah, let's see how it's flying. We have nice clear area where is nobody, so we can easily test it, our GPS, and get some footage.
Is what a life without some love is not a life. Is I gotta do the best I can with what I got. So I'm just gonna call you now and tell you how I feel. Maybe I'll get lucky somehow, and you'll come out tonight and let your wildest side consume ya. Come out tonight and baby, I just like to do ya. Come out tonight.
As you can see, guys, there is lots of satellites on GPS, but when I press the GPS rescue, it's not working as supposed to be. I need to change some settings. Here is no secrets on this channel. If it's something wrong, I am always tell you. So if I fix it, the settings, I will let you know in this video. So I need to double check it. To be honest, it's the first time for me when I'm using the Flywoo Goku GPS, but satellites, number of satellites is so impressed. Over 30 satellites when flying, so that is quite nice. So yeah, guys, I will see you in the second. For you will be in the second, for me will be another day. I will see you on this video once again. Take care.
We set off into the summer night, and you're never gonna see us again. We set off into the summer night, and you're never gonna see us again. We went looking for a new sound, and you're never gonna see what we found. We went looking for a new sound, and you're never gonna see.
As you can see, the GPS rescue working for quite better than before. So yeah, here is the drone, and we will see how it's gonna land it. All right, that's not bad, but it was very heavy landed, but in my opinion not bad. It's coming back for quite better than before. It's more smooth than before. No shaking, no. So in my opinion, the drone is ready for mountains adventure. So yeah, if you really like the video, just once more, please click like button and subscribe, and very soon you will see the long range flight, yeah, because we didn't test yet our Express ELRS range. And guys, on this video, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers, take care.